Hi guys, and welcome to a new fidget spinner video. So this is a new fidget spinner, it's just for fun really. It's a Chinese Lego one. So this is the box it came in. So they put effort into putting them into a decent box. So hand spinner, that's what it looks like, 6 to 12. Creative assembling your own hand spinner. So that's the side, just showing bricks. And that's hand spinner again on there. Hand spinner again on a different angle. So these are the four options that are available, but unfortunately for the only person that's selling them doesn't give you an option on what there is, so you may well just get the same one as mine, which is this one here. I wanted that one, but they wouldn't give it to me. They just said random only. I said, look, I'm a YouTuber, I could potentially get you more sales with people watching my videos, and they said, we're not interested, we don't give stuff for free, which I didn't ask for free. I said I'll pay for it like I do for all of them, but I want to select the one I want. And they said no chance. So it's up to you whether you want to buy from this person that won't even deal with a YouTuber properly, but you don't get to select it. So that's the box it came in. And you have some basic instructions as well. So 1, 2, 3, very basic, 4, 5. And that's the kit number 5512A. So this is what it looks like. You can mix and match it and mess around. So it doesn't spin very long at all, basically. About 8 seconds is all you get out of it, because it doesn't actually have any bearings in it. One thing I did notice as well is if you flick it hard, it does start to undo itself there on the join. So what I was thinking about doing was adding some bearing weights to it to see if I could get a longer spin. But if it can't handle it with no weights on, I thought that's not probably a good idea then. It's just going to keep blowing itself to bits. So that's the box it came in. So let's listen to the bearing. There isn't one, but it's quite quiet. There we go. It's just free spinning inside. And you can change around the colours as you want. You don't have to follow the instructions. Be a rebel and do whatever you want. So one finger spin, which is virtually impossible unless you push that through, and then you could do a one finger spin. Actually it's not that difficult, but like I said, it's only really for fun to stick on a shelf if you're a Lego fan. You know, you'll never be able to make one of these with Lego bits, so it's something to put on your shelf maybe. So that's the one finger balance spin. So the stock run time, let me just move that out of the way, was 8 seconds. So I think it was 7 seconds one way and 8 seconds the other. So let's go ahead and show you the information. So those are the four options like I've just shown you on the box. There we go, a bit closer up for that. Then I paid £1.64, so it was called a New Block Gyro Hand Spinner Fidget ABS. From zyfbest was the seller. So random only. I asked for one specific one, they said no. I asked for all four different, they said no. So there's no weight, no bearing information, and it's made out of ABS plastic. So it came from China, and like I said, it was £1.64. I don't know if it's more or less. They do other cheaper ones, but not this seller, and they don't look fantastic quality. This isn't great, but they look even worse. So let's show you the weight. You know, like I said, this one's really only for fun. It's not a serious fidget spinner. You know, 8 seconds is just a laugh really, but let's show you the weight of what it is. So it's 12 grams or 0.4 of an ounce. Let's turn that off and put that back out of the way. So that's the weight. So let's measure the size of the spinner. Just bear with me when I get my ruler out. So it's 80mm, which is almost 3 1/4 inches diameter. Like I said, it's just a bit of fun. So the slop in the bearing, see how much movement there is in the bearing. Just probably as much as there would be if it had a bearing, but it's only being held on by those two very end lumps. So that's why it likes to split apart. I mean, you could go crazy and put super glue around it to stop it from falling to bits, and then you could potentially put extra weights on the outer arms, but you're not guaranteed to get this one anyway. So is it difficult or easy to spin with one hand? Yeah, it's easy enough. Like I said though, it's just for a bit of a laugh. Let's see if I can get it in there. Yeah, so it does spin. Not great, but you know, it's not really a fidget spinner. So other than the seller being an absolute funny sod, you know, it's all right. You know, you get what you pay for £1.64. It's a Lego spinner. You know, they're not going to be fantastic. So there is no bearing, but what I can do is take it apart. So I take the cap off and take the separator. That's like a spacer. So then you take the whole shaft out. And then if I just take this top off, you could see how little it's being held by. So it's only being held by the outer two lumps. So if I lift that off, you can see that's the only two it's being held by. The instructions say you can put it in the middle, but how can you? It covers up the hole. I mean, you could drill a hole through the center, but obviously if you want to do that, it's up to you. You know, it's your spinner. You can do whatever you want with it. Once you've paid for it, whoops, like I said, see, it pops off quite easily. Let's go ahead and put that top back on. So when you put it together, just make sure it's nice and tightly pressed together, and then you put that end in, and then the spacer, and then the top. The shaft in the center is a bit longer than it should be, but you need to pull a gap so it'll spin freely. So that's it. So let me just move all this stuff out of the way, sorry. So this is a skateboard bearing. Let's just show you the difference. So the cap is almost the same size as a skateboard bearing, so it's quite a lot. You know, there's no bearing at all in that anyway. It just bears on the shaft and the hole through the center. So I've ordered lots of different designs of fidget spinners to see what you can get for the smallest amount of money. As they arrive in the post, I'll make a video of them. So let's just put them to one side and show you some that I've done already. So this is a flower spinner, fidget spinner, and that one was £1.04. I've already got the video of this one on YouTube. So this is a really good one. I really like this one, and it's only about 20p more, 25p more than this Lego one. And this one spins for 5 minutes and 30 seconds for £1.89, so that's a really nice one, but it's a small pocket spinner. I like that one, I really do. It's one of my best. So this is another one, a cog or a gear design, and that one was £2.78. And then this one was a Captain America fidget spinner, which was £5.14, which it's got a nice big pad on it so you can put your fingers on, put 2 fingers on the back. So that's it guys, so thanks for watching, and check back soon. Cheers!